Up, third game is a red. Goes shopping at the gap. That's a triple to right center. Johnny Ruffin scores. Dion 3 for 4. Just missed the cycle. Meanwhile, Reggie Sanders, the other Sanders, also hot. He laces one to left. Jerome Walton will score. The ball goes all the way to the wall. Reds had a 4-0 lead, seemingly safe, but it wasn't. 2 on for Lou Frazier. Frazier singles to left field. Kevin Mitchell, Olay, 2-run score. Expos now lead at 6-5. We go bottom 9, 2 on for Tony Fernandez. Drills Mel Rojas to left. Now watch now where the ball lands on the wall. Watch closely. It's under the yellow line, but the ball called a home run. Felipe Alou argued, but as always, the manager argues in vain. 10-0, the final score. This after Pedro Martinez gets Howard swinging, and that's the ball game. Expos 10-9. Reds blow the early lead, and the big game from Dion. Prime time with the single, double, triple. 2 runs and a ribby. The other Sanders, Reggie, 7 for 15, 5 RBIs since the trade for Dion.
Top of the 5th, 2-1 Spos, 2 outs. Will Cordero on second, and Traxel gets Marquise Grissom on what should be the old can of corn to center. Somebody dropped my can. Grissom winds up in second, and Cordero scores. Tuffy Rhodes is upset. 3-1 Spos. Carl, remember, a good craftsman never blames his tools. Bottom 9th, 4-3 Expos. John Wetland is pitching. Runner at first, nobody out. And he's not helped here. Cliff Floyd, nice pickup, bad throw, bad collision. Sanchez and Bell were there, were okay, but the Expos were not okay because Eddie Zambrano, the runner, got to third. Sammy Sosa would kiss this baby goodbye. Well, not exactly. Sit down. Wetland gets him, blows it past him. So if you're scoring at home or even at the ballpark, we're in the 13th inning, kids. Top of it, 4-4 game. Randy Milligan at second, Dave Otto. The palindrome pitching to Freddie Benavides. They're not gonna get him. 5-4 Expos. They scored 6 runs in the 13th and blow open the 10-5 Expo game. A 13-inning game that ends 10-5. Cubs back on the skids, 6 straight. Homers in the game, Fletcher 4, Cordero 5, Wilkins.
There's a drive way back by Fletcher near the wall and might be out of here. It is. And the Expos lead 2-1.
I'm the only guy around who pays for his books. Who we kidding? That ball driven deep to left field. The wind blows it out of here.
Larry Walker. There's a drive way back, no doubt about it. It could be. It is on to Waveland Avenue. Ground ball. They're going to get a double play, but the game is tied up. 1 hit, 1. There's a fly ball, deep left field, way back, might be out of here. Could be. It is a home run. And the Expos have scored 5 in the 13th.
Starting in Montreal, where the Expos were wrapping up a 3-game series against the Houston Astros. Now, Montreal had won 6 straight. They were shooting for number 7 tonight, and they were 2.5 games out. And that is Brian Williams on the hill for Houston. The Expos get on the board first, 3rd inning. Cliff Floyd down the right field line. James Mouton has trouble. Floyd is held up at second, though. Larry Walker still scores. The Expos lead 2-0 as the throw comes in. Next inning, Jeff Bagwell has been hitting well for Houston at the plate, and he jumps on a Pissarro offering. Solo shot straightaway center field. Expos lead cut to 2-1 as Bagwell takes the trot. In 6th inning, Williams gives himself a hand. 2 men aboard. 3 men aboard, actually, bases drunk, and Williams pops one through the infield, so Bagwell and Caminiti are able to come in to count. The Astros double the Expos 4-2 at that point. 7th inning, Bagwell still with a hot bat, and he launches another one, this time left field. This time a 3-run shot, scoring Steve Finley and Craig Biggio ahead of him. The Astros lead 7-2, and the Astros go on to pound the Expos by a score of 9-2 at Olympic Stadium, and the Expos winning streak stops at 6.
Sergeant Hulk injury, the big toe injury.
1-0 pitch.
Third batter faces, that one hurts. Moises Alou welcomes him back with a towering solo shot to left. Alou is on his way to a 4-for-5 afternoon. Top of the fifth, 3-0 Montreal. Greg Pavlik, the pitching coach, goes out to talk to Gooden and mixes it up with Mike Winters. Pavlik would get tossed. And Doc was back on the hill of, oh, that's trouble. Alou again, this time a 3-run home run. Where did that thing even go? Oh, he's got it. 5 RBI, the second time in 4 games. Alou has done that. 6-0 Expos at that point. Bottom of the ninth, Pedro Martinez still in, and he just turns Cangelosi into a statue. His first Major League complete game shutout in a 9-0 Expos victory. The Doc hit for 6 hits and 6 runs in just over 4 innings. Marquise Grissom runs his hitting streak to 12 games, plus he picked up career steal, number 250.
A solo blast. It is 1-0 Expos. Third inning, it's Alou again. Wow, just single up the middle this time and drive in Marquise Grissom. The Expos lead by a score of 2-0. Top 4, Mike Lansing lays down the squeeze bunt. Good into the play at home. In there safe is Darren Fletcher, and Lansing, yeah, you bet he's safe at first. At this point, it is a 3-0 game. Top 5, Moises Alou. 2 men on. I liked it so much the first time, I'll do it again. A 3-run blast, 9th of the season, 2nd of the game. It's 6-0 Expos. Yes, God. Darren Fletcher comes up later in the game with a 7-0 man on. It sails out of there. 9-0 Expos. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Pedro Martinez in total control. Here he strikes out John Cangelosi with that nice hook. 5-3, and he is just pitching super baseball at this point. A complete game shutout. Expos win 9-0. Alou, 2 homers, 5 RBIs for the second time in 4 games. They're 3 games back of the Braves.
Some Expos offense. Moises Alou, you betcha. 4-2 Spos on top. Then Hill got going. Strikes out Todd Huntley, sit down Ryan Thompson, Jose Vizcaino. 18 straight outs for Hill. But in the 7th, Mel Rojas came on to help. 2 on, 2 out. Ryan Thompson up. Sean Barry, the diving play, gets Thompson at first. Montreal holds the lead, and the Spos right off into the sunset. They win at 6-4. Reliever Mel Rojas was upset with manager Felipe Alou for pulling him with 2 out in the 8th, but wouldn't say anything to his skipper. He knew he was wrong, Rojas said. I never got an explanation. He never says anything. When reporters told Alou what Rojas said, he replied, I don't want to hear about it or talk about it.
John Wetland in the ball game. He's 2-3 with 9 saves on the year.
And the curveball gets it. Beautiful curveball by John. 2-2 the count. Curveball, did he swing? He did, and the home plate umpire makes the call. So 2 strikeouts here in the 9th inning. The full count pitch. It is strike 3 call. So Wetland strikes out the side, and that will end the ball game. Cangelosi unhappy with the call, but it goes, and the Mets lose it by a score of 6-4.
Kevin McReynolds at the plate with runners on the corners, and off Gabe White. It's way back. He gave up a 3-run homer. 4-3 Mets. Darren Fletcher with a liner up the middle. Jeff Kidd is Superman making the play. Mets lead wouldn't last. Cliff Floyd, boy, he's just a star in the making. Singles to right on an 0-2 pitch. Benavides scored to tie the game at 4. Mel Days of Wine and Rojas is on in relief in a tie game. And McReynolds, his biggest game since he returned to the Mets. Back. Solo home run for McReynolds. 2 homers. He's not done. He also had a triple. And then Franco gets Marquise Grissom to bounce into the 6-4-3 DP. McReynolds, we mentioned 2 homers, the triple, 4 RBIs. The Mets snap a 5-game losing streak. Grissom's hitting streak snapped at 14 games as the Mets beat the Expos 5-4.
Monday night, Jeff Fassero took his shot at no-hit fame. For 8 2/3 innings, he dominated the Pirates. But then in this Carlos Garcia line drive, the no-hitter literally slipped out of his hand. Jay Bell then homered, and Fassero had to settle for just the win. Tonight, it's Fassero back on the hill as the Expos try to prevent a sweep at the hands of the Phillies.
Seven consecutive games. To deep center field. Dykstra still going back, and this one's out of here. A 3-run center field home run. Moises Alou. And the Expos jump to a 3-1 lead here in the first. Number 12 for Alou. Line drive in the gap. And it'll be a double for Will Cordero, and it's 4-1 here in the first inning. Loops it into shallow right. That might be trouble, and is. It's a fair ball. Bounces into the stands for a ground rule double. And it is 5-1 Montreal here in the first. Base hit to center field. Lansing is going to score. Expos have 6 on the board. Lead at 6-1. We're in the first inning. Ground ball off the tip of the glove of Floyd. 2 runs are going to score, and it's now a 6-3 ball game.
Hatcher hits it down the line and deep to left. Alou at the wall. It is gone. A home run, Billy Hatcher. The Phillies now trail at 6-4 on Hatcher's solo.
Pretty well hit to right field. Back goes Walker. He can't get it. Tie game as Thompson scores, and Duncan will get a triple on it. This game is tied at 7-7. Line drive to right field. Walker backtracking. He can't get it. Here comes Kruk in to score. Being waved around is Incaviglia. He'll score. A 2-run double for Darren Dalton, and the Phillies now lead it 10-7. And what a great comeback by the Phils in this game here at Olympic Stadium. Trailing by a score of 6-1 after 1 inning, the Phils win it 10-8. Doug Jones is league leading 18 save.
Braves are bombed. Phillies and Reds. Danny Jackson started as a slugger. The second inning with the bases loaded, Jackson drives it over the head of Marquise Grissom in center. The bases are cleared. A 3-run triple for Jackson, who ends up needing a rest. In the 6th, he did it again. Over Grissom's head one more time. This time it's a 2-run double. Jackson, yeah, that's a career-high 5 RBI.
The Phillies going at the Expos in Montreal. Second inning, 1-0 Phils, bases loaded. Butch Henry in for Gabe White, who lasted just 1 inning. Jackson driving one over Marquise Grissom, who is playing way too shallow, at least for this swing. A 3-run triple, and the Phils with a 4-0 lead. 2 batters later, Mariano Duncan. And they double up Jackson at third to get out of the inning. On to the 6th with runners at first and second. Butch Henry out, Gil Heredia in. To pitch to Danny Jackson again. It's over the head of Marquise Grissom. He's not only pitching healthy, he's hitting rather healthy. 5 runs batted in for Danny Jackson. Final in Montreal, 8-4. Danny Jackson does win his 9th. Paul Quantrill helping him do that.
The first pitch, and it's a ground ball, base hit into right field. The throw to first by Walker, and just barely.
And we'll watch. Munoz hits the ball into right field. Now Floyd starts for it momentarily. Now he backs up. Here comes Walker charging. He's done this a lot this year, throwing back to first base, trying to retire
Well, he would have had him in a double play his first time. And that is a base hit left center field. It will roll to the wall. Munoz scores. Hatcher scores. And a two-run double for Duncan. It is 5-0 Philadelphia.
To be done, you're supposed to do it. Ooh.
That one is gone. Wow. Bonsoir, elle est partie.
And
that one is hit deep into left center. Grissom back. It'll go up against the wall. Hatcher scores. Kruk scores. And they all score. Jeff Fassero gets clobbered, his worst outing of the year. The Phillies win it 13-0 and get the sweep.
Marlins and the Expos in Montreal. Charlie Huff knuckling.
Marquise Grissom stands in.
Watch Chuck Carr. He can flat out play defense. Robbing Marquise Grissom of the hit. Second inning. Huff pitching to Lansing, and that one got away. Will Cordero is in. Montreal leads 1-0. They made it 3-0 in the second. Moises Alou, get out of here. Home run number 14 in the Expos, up 5-0. Marlins battle back to get within 2. Chuck Carr with a runner at second, flies out to Lou Frazier, who alertly nails Kurt Abbott to double him up. Frazier drove in 3. The Expos knock off the Marlins. 5 Montreal players were not even born when Charlie Huff made his major league debut in 1970. And
line drive, that's treble. Justice over fast to cut it off. Grissom is at second with a double. Hot shot, 1-0.
And they have him picked off. Let's see how this works. Here comes the runner. Is he out? The run will score. The run scored. 1-1 to score, as you can see.
Now the 0-1, the breaking ball grounded between short and third. Base hit, the third hit of the night for Marquise Grissom. Runner is going on the 3-1. Swung on, missed. The throw by Lopez is late. He's going to third. The 3-2 pitch gets away. Ball 4. Here comes the 1-1 delivery. Fly ball hit out to left field. Klesko is there under it. He's got it for the out. Tagging at third, Grissom. The throw will come to third. And the Expos are back on top 2-1. And the 2-2. Fly ball deep right field. David Justice looks up. This ball's gone. 3-run homer for Cliff Floyd. And the Expos lead it 5-1. Only the third homer of the year for Cliff Floyd.
Floyd off the changeup. Remember, he ran 2 right in on his navel, but that was a good changeup right on top of the plate. Floyd had to be sitting on an off-speed pitch.
So it's a noisy end to the evening for Greg Maddux. And Steve Bedrosian has come on to pitch. Runner is going. 1-0 pitch taken for a strike. Throw to second base will be late. Another stolen base for the Expos. They have been running almost at will tonight. Runners going on the 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. Another run is in. It's 7-2.
pousse la balle dans la gauche. White a eu un mauvais départ, mais c'est Grissom qui est venu le sauver. Et après l'attraper, McGriff vient marquer. Ballon sacrifice d'O'Brien. N'est pas le même qu'à l'extérieur. Deux balles aux prises. Balle bondissante hors de portée de Lansing. Récupéré par Alou. Son relais au marbre. On l'a retiré! Rattrapé en lieu sûr dans la gauche par Blauser. Récupéré par White. Son relais au marbre. Après 7, 5, 4, 3. Une balle, aucune prise à Cordero. La balle est frappée dans la gauche. Circuit Wilfredo. Oh, que la balle a été cognée. Beaucoup de force. Le lancer de Stanton et Will la frappe juste à la hauteur du genou. C'est son deuxième circuit en carrière contre les Braves, les deux ici. Regardez. Avec comme coureur. La balle est repoussée dans la gauche. Carrasco fonce. Ne peut capter cette balle. Spear était au troisième. Samuel au marbre. Lansing au deuxième. C'est l'égalité. Le stadium en branle. Croyez-le. On pousse la balle dans la droite. Est-ce que Alou a de la place? Non. Circuit. On pouvait croire à un moment peut-être qu'elle aurait pu couper. Frappe la balle en lieu sûr dans la droite. Randall White s'amène au marbre. Walker demeure au premier. Alou est au troisième. C'est l'égalité 7-7. Et les Expos des coureurs aux extrémités du losange. Il n'y a pas de retrait. Fletcher a frappé le frappeur suppléant et Spear a été le coureur suppléant. La balle frappée en lieu sûr. Cordero produit le point de la victoire. Oh là là! Oh, Will Cordero. La réaction de la foule dit tout. Et que dire de celle des joueurs? Regardez, il tire les mains, frappe la balle à la hauteur du genou. Et Carrasco, regardez le monde, Hill, des joueurs. Walker qui est normalement calme. Regardez Moises, lui aussi, c'est pas un gars qui est exubérant lui non plus. La foule est debout, la foule est en délire ici.